go. Irving. That's the start they were looking for, just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
KD with the rock. The drive, right to the basket. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Irving. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Curry into the front court. Now down 6. Curry to Durant. They work it down to Cousins. Throws it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Curry with the ball. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Irving. Oh, he's 3 for 3 to start this game from downtown.
Nothing the defense is doing is making him uncomfortable. As an offensive guy, I love starting the game, finding my rhythm.
Celtics have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And stuffs it home.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Curry to bring it up. Trailing by 10. It's denied by Horford. Knocked loose.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Irving into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Here's Curry with it up top. They find themselves down 10. Durant. It's the Celtics with the rebound. Celtics have it. Hayward. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. Tough shot. He hits. You look at Gordon Hayward. Who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George, more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the sides to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys have flat out sleepwalked. It's been a brutal first quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Durant from the painted area won't go down. The follow won't go either. Irving brings the ball up court. Going to launch beyond the arc. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down big. Durant. And Boston has the rebound. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Irving. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Rozier into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
It's Cook with the basketball. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Ball's controlled by Boston. Rozier. He drills the three.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Durant with the basketball up top. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Rozier. Not that time. He misses. Here's Durant for 2. Shot won't go. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. We played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Golden State basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Turned away by Bell.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. Shot blocked by Morris.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Rozier, that no good, off the mark. Tatum. Look out, if he's hitting those, could be a long night.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
Golden State at the controls. Quick shot won't go. For 3. That's not his range. It's no good. It's Cook with the basketball. We're a minute into the second quarter. Slams it home on the putback.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Fires the 3. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Cousins. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Inside, he scores.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Warriors have the basketball. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 11, Klay Thompson. Stepping in for Boston.
Thompson.
22, Al Horford.
and draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Foul number 2 for Golden.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Celtics have it. Rozier. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Thompson, here comes the screen. Not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Scores from the post.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Boston with the basketball. Rozier. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Celtics have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Rozier rocking the rim.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Thompson. Knocked loose. Bell. Cleans it up.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Horford to Rozier. With another basket there.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 30, Stephen Curry. Subbing in.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. For three. Not that time. He missed it. Surveys the floor.
Send him down, send him down.
Curry to Green. To Thompson. Green. Shot from the lane won't go.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Now a three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello everyone, I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Celtics didn't hold back in that opening half. The emphasis was on the three ball to open this game. Actually, that's how they score most of their points. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust if their success from long range doesn't continue in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems. But I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game drive. Steals.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a terrible job of adjusting to the flow of the game. They're also lacking effort in their execution.
Player of the half.
Terry Rozier did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Cleans it up. And a putback slam. There's no denying he is a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down big, knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
It's Steph at the controls. Here's a chance from long range. probing the defense. Tatum smothering D. Durant, great pass to set, and Draymond Green throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's good, and one.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Count that one, and a 4-point trip. It's Curry controlling the offense. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Irving, it's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
It's the free throw. Curry with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Durant. Message received. Well defended. The follow won't go either.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Hayward. To Irving. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Horford to Hayward. Irving. That one also no good. Thompson to bring it into front court. Down a bundle. Almost, but no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Warriors basketball. Curry. Just not going down.
I understand the refs may have made some calls that make you a little bit hesitant defensively, but still, I'd rather you be aggressive than non-aggressive, because if you're non-aggressive, you need to sit on the bench next to the coach.
Irving. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First one, count it. He delivers with 2 free throws. 3 for 3. Nice.
Stepping in for Golden State, number 34.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. KD for 2. Won't go.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant to Thompson. Great feed. Inside, he scores.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Hayward to Horford. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Livingston to Durant. Beyond the arc for three. No good. Rozier into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Livingston to bring it up. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Celtics have it. Rozier. That one also no good. Livingston to Durant. Cousins driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Free throws up and perfect. Warriors have the basketball. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Rozier with it. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Rozier can't connect. It's no good. Lets it fly from long range. Throws the three.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Celtics way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Kyrie with the rock. 4-3. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Livingston to Cousins. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving. Cleans it, slams it home on the putback. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Knocked loose. Livingston. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Irving brings the ball up court. Fires the three. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Livingston to Cousins. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's had.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss a shot before he even got off the ground.
And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Knocked loose. Livingston. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Celtics have it. Irving. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Curry to Thompson. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Irving trying to hit 50, but it's no good. It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Durant for 3. Off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Thompson. Here's a chance from long range and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Irving, good offense, beating good defense.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Durant to Thompson. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Possession lies with Golden State. Knocked loose. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Good look that time, but off the mark.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Hayward. He was all over him. Curry into the front court. His guys down big. Thompson. Tatum grabs the board.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, But when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Irving. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. To Green. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
It's Klay Thompson with the rock. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
To Green. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort. Irving with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Irving. That's the record. His 14th three-pointer in the game.
We have a national weather warning, excessive heat on the court.
Durant, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
The Warriors seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
Game track. Steals.